First of all, let's be clear that I am not going to be talking about hentai. This list consists of anime that have an actual plot and also behave coyly when it comes to nudity. Sometimes these scenes are quite instrumental in forwarding the plot, while some are present to give a certain depth to the characters, and others are just for fun and laughs. Hey guys, it's Animan here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 best samurai anime with violence and sex. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon and set us all to be notified about our latest videos. Number 10, we start with Ninja Scroll, the series. The story is pretty basic if you're familiar with this type of ninja genre in anime. A princess is being chased by bad guys, runs into a strong samurai, and they end up journeying together while he protects her. Then some others end up tagging along with them on their journey. I have to admit, the story doesn't draw you in all that much, but there's definitely a progressive story holding everything together. This is probably because, for an anime with a progressive storyline, it feels very episodic. Most of the episodes seem put together simply to feature the new bad guy of the day that Jubei must defeat. This anime also has a movie, and the movie was absolutely splendid and has no significant connection to the series, so do watch it if you are into samurai. Number 9. Kurozuka. Kuro, a 12th century man, flees into the mountains after losing to his brother, where he meets a strange, beautiful woman named Kuromitsu. Kuro falls in love with Kuromitsu, but realizes she conceals a dark secret. She's unable to die and continues to live for thousands of years as Japan evolves into a future society. The story of the show could be like a stream, whether it calls you, takes you, and embraces you, leading you swiftly. Although, some "what the hell is happening here" moments across the tail, or it rejects you for it isn't a plain and simple story of vampires and war. It is very complex. Kurozuka is a difficult show to watch. As I said before, it is complex. And sometimes it looks like the show doesn't even know where it's leading. But in the end, it's what makes it a whole. Is it enjoyable? Yes. It is very enjoyable. Number 8. Blade of the Immortal. This is a samurai-themed action anime. I won't say that the action is too over the top, and the protagonist isn't insanely strong or confident. I guess he would have died many times over in the series if it wasn't for the curse which provides him with eternal life. Yep, as you have already garnered from the title, there is something related to immortality in the series. Manji, the main protagonist, is known as the 100-man killer. He also carries several weapons with him at once. He later meets a girl whose father and mother have been killed by a group of fighters and decides to help her get revenge. Overall, I enjoy the show a lot. There's at least one fight per episode. This is more story-heavy anime since there is a lot of talking in the show. I recommend this show to everyone. Number 7. Mushibugyou. Mushibugyou props up a ragtag group of samurai, ninja, and priests against giant insects, and it's a complete load of fun. Aside from the general idea of giant bugs being outright disgusting, it's hard not to enjoy the awesomeness of samurai going head-to-head with what basically amounts to kaiju. The characters and action carry the outlandish but straightforward plot, and ultimately it lives up to the samurai spirit of protecting Japan against invading forces, even if, in this case, they are giant bugs. Overall, this is a great anime. I love every episode, and the, ecchi moments.
朝から最悪だわ。
おはようございます、姫様。朝礼の時間ですぞ。おお、すみません、着替え中でしたか。こんなエロスケが。やもう。
Number 6. Shigurui. This anime follows Fujiki Genosuke and Irako Saigen, both of whom are potential successors to the school of Iwamoto Kogen, Japan's greatest swordsman. Only one of them can take the post, however, so they battle it out in a bloody tournament that'll test not only their worth as warriors, but also their humanity. Shigurui may be one of the most disturbing shows, samurai or otherwise, you'll ever watch. In the show, there was a man who gutted himself to protest against a fight, and another whose bizarre sex scene will burn into your brain for days after you see it. Damn. This anime is on another level. I definitely don't want to remember it. Number 5. Afro Samurai. This is the traditional vengeance-themed anime with a black character as the protagonist. The protagonist of the anime, Afro, watches his father get defeated and killed by Justice, who claims the #1 headband to gain its powers. Now, to challenge Justice for a showdown, Afro must begin from the very bottom. After several years, having managed to secure the #2 headband, he is ready for his revenge. But wait! Though #1 headband can be challenged only by the #2, #2 can be challenged by any person. Afro must win against all these obstacles to keep his headband to challenge Justice. There are a few nude scenes in this anime too, especially during a steamy sex scene. And that was awesome. Number 4. Basilisk. Basilisk puts a new spin on the classic rivalry between the two legendary ninja clans Iga and Koga, with a Shakespearean star-crossed lover's tale under the narrative push of a battle royale. The stakes are high, from the very first episode combining a tragic love story with the thrilling fast-paced action of the last man standing tale. You aren't likely to find a lot of anime that will mix these two elements and somehow excel at both, and part of that might just be because you'll quickly find all of the characters embroiled in this conflict extremely compelling. Heartless killing, endless dying, that's pretty much made up the story. Almost every character was just bloodthirsty. This is a very good anime series, and despite some of its flaws, is a must-see for any fan. I would say that about 95% of the people who watch this will like it. Number 3. Drifters. Toyohisa Shimazu was on the brink of death when he woke up in a room full of doors. He is sent through one of these doors and emerges in an alternate fantasy world. There, he meets other historical figures like the legendary warlord Oda Nobunaga and the archer Yoichi Suketaka Nasu. They are drifters and must work together to combat the ends. Historical figures with evil ambitions for the world they now all live in. Drifters grabs iconic warriors from across history and tosses them in a fantasy setting with elves, dwarves, giants, dragons, and basically any European traditional fantasy race you can think of, and lets them hash it out in an epic war. I've been waiting for the second season of this anime for so long, but still, there's no news about it. Number 2. Samurai X. Trust and Betrayal. When mankind's savagery surpasses his fear of death, there's little hope for those who wish to live honest lives. Beneath a full moon, a young boy witnesses the murder of the bandits who have enslaved him, and is then christened with a new name by the man who rescued him. This boy is Shinta, now known as Kenshin Himura, and he is destined to become a swordsman. The softness of his heart does not befit the occupation, but his desire to protect the innocent is absolute. One word for this anime: amazing. It's so good that it's hard to describe. This is one of the only anime series that will make the viewer's jaw drop to the floor and be filled with emotion. Those who are Rurouni Kenshin fans will love it. Those who are new to the series will still like it. It's a drama, and may not be interesting among younger viewers, and is more mature than the anime. Those who are sensitive to extreme violence and blood may want to turn their heads during some scenes. And number 1. Samurai Champloo. This anime is one of those kinds where an odd bunch of people has to be together, despite their differences, to serve a purpose. Fu is a waitress who accidentally spills a drink over one of her customers and is now being constantly harassed by some samurai. She asks another customer, Mugen, for help, who quickly defeats all of them, but he then makes the mistake of attacking Jin, a ronin who is much more skilled than he is. They end up destroying the shop and killing a magistrate's son, which puts them on death row. Fu saves them by hiring them as bodyguards to go on an adventure to find a legendary samurai. There are a few ecchi nude scenes in this anime. Make sure to check out this one. You will not regret it. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Is there any anime that you want to add into this list? Tell me in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, please consider becoming a Patreon. It helps a lot. Don't forget to comment what you think of this video. And also, tell me what video we should do next. For now, I'll catch you later. See you on the next one.